Give me an update on what's happening with human trafficking. I had the good fortune to sit in on a 2-3 hour forum, for lack of a better word, where your department was represented, the DA's office, and DHS. And one of the takeaways was we need to craft more laws, we need to do more around human trafficking. And while my office has tried a couple of pieces of legislation, we could not move on them for a number of reasons.
Right.
So give me an update on where you are and what you think we can do better going forward.
Well, one, you just did it by bringing attention to it. It is an issue, Councilwoman, that is flying beneath the radar for not just law enforcement, but for people in general. There's this mistaken notion that in this country in particular, and even in the city, that people who are trafficked are all foreign-born and brought over here, and that is simply not the case. These are anybody's kids, and so the department is being very, very proactive. We just signed on with a grant with the Salvation Army and the District Attorney's Office. We are the lead in that grant, and it will enable us to do more work in human trafficking. We were already doing just a little bit, but most of it was just kind of incidental. You tripped over some of this stuff. But a lot of people don't know even something basic, that a person that is a juvenile or under 18 can't even be arrested for prostitution anymore. They are a victim. They are a victim. They are not a prostitute. They are victims. And so it is something, an endeavor that I'm working very closely, not only with the Salvation Army, but I'm glad to know that even my church, E9 Tabernacle, with my First Lady, Dr. Ellen Jo Waller, is taking up that task, along with Judge Lori Dumas, as you know, has the rap court. And so we're getting a lot of people involved in this endeavor, but people better wake up. And I'll tell you a quick story. I went out to Compton on a trip specifically for that last year, and they're doing some significant work in their court. And what they said is the department out there, LAPD, was a little late getting in, and what really, really opened their eyes was when one of their captain's daughters got snatched off the street. And so to think that it has to be someone who's always a runaway, and typically it is, but we need this grant to help us identify young people, because typically these young ladies, they aren't arrested for prostitution that frequently. Sometimes they come to our attention or Judge Dumas's attention via some other charge, and then when you dig deep, you find out that they're actually being trafficked, and now they've become to learn to identify with their trafficker in ways where they don't even want to tell you what's going on. But it is such a significant problem that people really need to open up their eyes. So thank you for raising that.
On the second